boys and girls, it's Mrs. Growth, and I am ready to read to you Pete the Cat and the Big Easter Adventure. I thought, just like Pete, maybe I should try on some bunny ears today. But before we read our story, I wanted to share a couple ways that you could decorate, make some egg art for Easter. So if we had been in school, I would be giving you one of these egg templates that we could cut it out when we were all done to have a nice egg shape to decorate. And there's a number of different ways that you could decorate this at home. You could, of course, use crayons and markers. That's always a great thing if that's what you have on hand. If you happen to have tissue paper at home, we would either cut the tissue paper or we would tear it and we would glue it down on here, and we could either make it flat so it looked a little bit like a tie-dyed colorful egg looking a little bit patchwork, or we might be doing some that we would texture and we would kind of pinch it together, and so we could have some spots on the egg that are kind of like dots that are raised and some areas that are flat. If you have construction paper at home, then you could tear the construction paper, and I recommend tearing, grown-ups, just so we can build those fine motor skills to help our fingers get stronger for writing. Also helps our fingers be able to open our snack packages independently. So you could tear it and make it kind of like a mosaic decoration on here. In our classroom, I would probably have put out one morning our paint daubers, which are kind of like bingo dot pens that we would use, and the kiddos could use that to color this in with different lines and dots and things like that. And another really fun way, if you're into a little bit of messy adventure, is using shaving cream. And I would put the shaving cream in a cookie tray. I would drip some food coloring on top of that, and then you press the paper right on top of the shaving cream, and it gives you this really cool kind of tie-dye effect. And then the paper is going to have the colored shaving cream all over it. What you do next is you can use like the back of a butter knife, grown-ups, and you can scrape off the shaving cream, and then what will be left on the paper is the color. So that is a lot of fun, and I have always enjoyed doing that in my classroom. So that's just a few ideas for you on how you can make some beautiful egg art. It's my understanding that since we can't gather for Easter egg hunting with our church or with our community, that they're suggesting that maybe we hang up decorated eggs in our windows, and when the kiddos go for walks or drives with you, they can look for eggs to find out in the community, kind of like our rainbow hunt. So here is Pete the Cat and the Big Easter Adventure. There's Pete. He's sitting in the basket and he's looking a bit like the Easter Bunny. Pete was excited. Easter was here. He couldn't wait for his basket of goodies. Jelly beans were his favorite, just like my Emma. Oh, uh-oh. His basket was empty except for a note. Who could have written Pete a note? Pete, please help. Find the eggs. Paint the eggs. Hide the eggs. Thanks, the Easter Bunny. P.S. Wear these. What did he leave? He left bunny ears for Pete. Hop, hop, hop. Pete put on the bunny ears and thought, a cat with ears like a bunny? Now, that's funny. Hey, bunny and funny rhyme. Can you think of a word that rhymes with bunny? That's right. Sunny, money, honey. Great job. Happy Easter, chickens. Do you have any eggs today? Pete asked. I'm helping the Easter Bunny. Sure, Pete, we have a lot of eggs, said the chickens. We are happy to help, but don't you need a bunny nose and a fluffy tail? The chickens were right. A bunny nose and tail would be neat. Then Pete's costume would be complete. Pete put on the nose and the tail like a bunny's. A cat dressed up like a bunny. Now that's funny. Great job, boys and girls. You're good rhymers. Now Pete was ready. It was getting late, and he still had a lot of eggs to decorate. That rhymes. What colors would Pete use? Hop, hop, hop. off to the tool shed for paint and brushes. Pete couldn't wait to paint the eggs. Some eggs had one color, some eggs had two, some eggs were red, some eggs were blue. Great job. When the egg painting was done, Pete had a basket full of bright, colorful, amazing eggs. Now hiding them would be lots of fun. Look at all the ways that Pete decorated. Some he put polka dots on, some he put some half and half with a color stripe, some he just put some zigzag stripes. Lots of different ways that you can decorate eggs. But where, oh where, would Pete hide the eggs? Around the neighborhood for all his friends to find. Pete hid the eggs in flower pots. He hid them in the water spout. And when he was done hiding the eggs, Pete was all worn out. So out and spout rhyme. Helping others is what Easter is all about, Pete said. Pete's job was done. He was hiding the last one when the Easter Bunny arrived. Great job, Pete. You were a big help, said the Easter Bunny. The Easter Bunny gave Pete an award for a job well done. It says number 1, helper. Helper. Nice job. Helping others can be lots of fun. Happy Easter, everybody. What a great story. So what did Pete have to do in this story? What was it all about? What was the big Easter adventure? That was the name of it. That's right. Pete was asked to help the Easter Bunny by getting some eggs, decorating the eggs, and hiding the eggs. Pete learned that it is wonderful to help other people. So try and think today, boys and girls, of a way that you could help either somebody in your family or somebody in your neighborhood. Is there a way that you could help them this week? Maybe you could write a note like we talked about in morning meeting to brighten their day. You could make them an Easter card. You could decorate an egg and give it to them to have a nice Easter art decoration. So I look forward to seeing how you think of a way to help other people this week. Have a great day, boys and girls. Thanks for listening.